Hello friends and potential friends. Let's see, today is Saturday, July 24th, 2021. It's shortly after noon. Temperature's up around 85 degrees. Humidity is down to about 85 degrees. So I'm probably not going to stay out here for very long because I started dripping as soon as I walked out the back door. But let's take a quick look around and see what we got going on here. Still got an empty green stalk sitting there. Haven't decided what to put in it yet. That was the tater tower. And come to think of it, I've got some more potatoes in the house that are starting to grow. So maybe I'll build another tower. Still have some ponderosa lemons. Mint is doing real good out here. And there's the corbachi pepper that I'm growing for seed. Still has one or two peppers on it, but I don't see any more blossoms. In amongst the weeds, we have a jungle of ginger. Look at that stuff. This one here is one of those that I got from my buddy. And you can see the little one next to it is the variety that I've been growing for several years. Big difference. That seems to like this spot. The turmeric is growing dynamite. Looking good. Both of these seem to like partial or mostly shaded areas. Still got some turmeric growing out in the bed, and there's a little bit of ginger over on the far side in amongst the aloes. Datel peppers are still producing. I get a few of those every week. And the pineapples seem to like this place. They're growing good. In particular, this one down here at the end, I hope you can see. I can't see the screen right at the moment, but that guy is in the biggest pot. I'm beginning to learn that they like to be able to spread their roots out a little bit. So I'd really need to get those things in the ground pretty soon. Oh, we got the other red Marconi over here, and it's still got a pepper or two on it. Let's take a closer look at these datels. Yeah, there's still some peppers on these, and a few blossoms too. Kind of surprising. These ones up here and this right along here, these are 2 years old now. These are the ones I grew in the top of my green stalk last year. Okra starting to grow pretty good, and I'm getting a few pods here and there. Not enough to eat yet, but I keep saving them. More red Marconis. And of course the elderberry, every time I look at it, it seems to be a few more inches taller. And I look at it every day. Tomatoes are not doing much of anything, but the amazing thing about them is they're still alive. Usually my tomatoes are long gone by July. Let's see, over in the main beds, rosemary, of course, is going crazy. Always needs a haircut. The cabbage collards are still alive. I don't know what to think of them, but I'm just letting them keep going, see what happens. Maybe eventually I'll get some seeds out of them. Oh, and we do have some beauty in the garden. This is some kind of an umbrella plant, if I remember right. Most of the year it's just stems. This time of year it puts on all these leaves and eventually starts putting out flowers. And it's starting to shade out my lemon drop peppers. But that's okay, they need a little bit of a rest because they're getting beat down by the rains every afternoon. They're still putting on peppers though. I think UT was right that these things like the weather we have down here. Still got some blossoms coming on too. I've been picking a number of those every day or two. That one's just about ready. There's probably some others on here that are ready because I haven't picked any today. Let's see, over here we got some red habaneros. I planted these late because I decided I needed a few more hot peppers. And then these are the puzajawalas. And I don't know whether you can tell from the video, these things are getting big. That one plant's at least 4 feet tall. Still have peppers coming on. A couple of those that are ready to be picked. Oh, there's another one down there. Then I have a few more of the cabbage collards down at this end. They're suffering because I've been doing some clearing back here. This part of the yard got away from me after Hurricane Matthew. Got filled up with these invasive trees. But I've been cutting those out because I've got an oak tree back there that I'm going to have to get removed. It's starting to worry me a little bit. Let's see. Kale. I don't know. I think that kale's about had it. I can still get a leaf here and there, but that's about it. Sweet banana peppers. Yes, we do have some banana peppers. There's still a few blossoms here and there on them. And I pick a couple of them every day just about. What are these? These are Jimmy Nardellos. I see quite a few peppers in there too. There's one that's getting pretty close to ripe. And a bell pepper next to it. And then there's some red Marconis in here. That's another Jimmy Nardello down there. Getting some red Marconis. The corbachis still have a few blossoms here and there, and a few peppers. And over here, the sweet potatoes, they're still producing, still growing. Ooh, so are the mosquitoes. And just for the record, I've got sweat dripping down into my eyes. Yeah, my patience garden. I don't know whether you can see that, but all of the asparagus is still growing. Seems to like it here, but it's not growing fast enough in my opinion. Let's see, other stuff we got going. There's some more tomatoes back there that are giving it up. Various peppers. I had a pleasant surprise last week in that my papaya started putting on fruit. In fact, looks like it's continuing to put on fruit. So maybe I'll be getting something out of that before too long. Unfortunately, the one that I spotted first fell off during one of the rainstorms the other day. Still got some okra back here by the moringa tree. And the moringa is starting to take off again. I've been avoiding picking any leaves off of that because I want it to fill out a little bit more. Later on in the year I'll probably do a little bit of pruning, and I plan on planting every cutting I take off of there. The rest of the mini orchard is not really showing a lot of change. There's my Florida avocado. That's putting on a lot of leaves. And then down here in this jungle of weeds, this is actually a jungle of jalapenos. And I got peppers all over the place in here. Hanging everywhere. And I've been picking a handful of these just about every day too. And there's the gardenia. I think I promised y'all a look at the flowers the last time or some point. There's one. Those are pretty things, and I love the smell of them too. Now I'm starting to drip on the camera, so I think I'm going to cut this short and get back inside with the air conditioning because it is just too miserable out here. I know a lot of the country is hotter than 85 degrees. But you take 85 degrees and 85% humidity, put those together, and it becomes kind of miserable, especially for an old geezer like me. So I'm going to head back into the air conditioning and see what I can do with this video, and I'll see you next time.